What's going on, Buckeye Nation? Admittedly, a little late to the party on this upload, but I wanted to get my thoughts in on the Buckeyes' 16-star weekend that they had this past weekend. What a phenomenal recruiting win for the Buckeyes. Things got started with London Merritt, perhaps the best of the four that committed this weekend, of the four-star recruits. London Merritt, the defensive end or edge. I still call him defensive end. I'm getting older and I realize that. Yeah, they're called edges technically now, but they're defensive ends. Same difference. He's from Atlanta, Georgia originally, but now he attended IMG Academy down in Florida. Huge get for the Buckeyes. They needed one, specifically a defensive end, and I'm really glad they landed Merritt from the South. The next commit was a linebacker, another crucial position of need. We have not been recruiting too well at linebacker, but now James Laurinaitis is stepping into that role, and he's got his man already. Tarvis Alford, a linebacker from Vero Beach, Florida, another Southern boy. I love getting guys from Florida, from Texas, even guys out from California. It's phenomenal to steal recruits from those states. Then it was the two New Jersey boys, the DePaul Catholic fellas. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm going to say Desi. Desi Jones, a wide receiver from DePaul Catholic, 4-star, and Deshaun Stewart, a safety out of DePaul Catholic. Two tremendous gets from the New Jersey State, a state that Michigan used to recruit very heavily and recruit very well, I might add. Jabril Peppers, Rashawn Gary, among others, from the New Jersey State and pipeline that Michigan had built under the previous coaching regime. So with these four guys added to the fold, the Buckeyes now have the number 2 ranked class. Surprisingly, Notre Dame, the Irish, have hit the trail running and are absolutely destroying the recruiting rankings in this offseason. They have the number 1 class, but the Buckeyes check in at number 2, LSU at number 3. Buckeyes have 2 5-star commits in the class and 4 8-stars and 1 3-star in the class so far. Like I said, giving them the number 2 class in the nation thus far for 2025. One last thing I wanted to hit on. Michigan is got a crystal ball for a guy named Galloway out of Columbus, Ohio. He's a cornerback. Now, a lot of people are saying this is the result of Ohio State's, overlooking players in their own home state. And to a degree, I agree. But also, you have to look at the guys that Ohio State has at cornerback. They have Sanchez and Alford. They're both top 5 players in the nation, not just top 5 cornerbacks, top 5 in the nation overall player rankings. So yes, it is very frustrating to me to see Ohio guys. Probably, Galloway grew up a Buckeye fan. I'm sure of it. I mean, there's no way he grew up a Michigan fan. But he doesn't even have an Ohio State offer. And so clearly Ohio State prioritized Sanchez and Alford in the class. And so I'm fine with that. Typically I would prefer an Ohio guy to make the roster. But this Galloway guy seems a little undersized. He's very undersized. He seems like a track star. So he's got the speed. And maybe, U of M will use him on both sides of the ball. But right now he's just crystal ball to Michigan. I don't even think he's visited Michigan. But he's got a decent offer list. Georgia and Tennessee and Kentucky I saw on there. As well as Michigan, of course. So, is that a case of the Buckeyes overlooking Galloway for Sanchez and Alford? Maybe it is. But when you get 2 top 5 corners, the top 2 corners in the nation to come to your class, you're going to get them to commit. And you're going to take them as takes, as opposed to a guy like Galloway, perhaps, who doesn't have an Ohio State offer at this point. Speaking further of Michigan, they have not received a commit yet under Sharon Moore's tutelage. It's been 3 months now, essentially, since Michigan won the national championship. And they have not received a single commitment. Not one. Ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Michigan falling behind. Their NIL is just not up to par, in my opinion. They're supposedly making new efforts and making new gains to make that a reality, to make NIL more profound and upfront and have a robust NIL program, but I haven't seen it. Now, in my years of watching college football, it's pretty typical when he gets a new coach to not have recruits committing, instantaneously. But 3 months into things, now I know Sharon Moore hasn't been the head coach for 3 months, around like 2 months or so, 2.5 months. he should have some by now. It's kind of, the clock is ticking, and it's time for Strone to step up to the plate and get Michigan some recruits. Now, to me, hey, keep floundering, keep sputtering. You know, I'll love it. I'll take it. But that's all I have for today. Go Bucks and God bless. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Just want to update you on the 16-star weekend that the Buckeyes had, and kind of Michigan floundering and wasting opportunities here in this new age of NIL.